Hey, Jack, did you really give Emily a $10,000 wedding gift? What were you thinking?
It was my dear sister's wedding. As her brother, I had to go all out.
I understand the sentiment, but that is way too much by any standard.
Shut up. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event for my beloved sister. $10,000 is nothing.
Then you should have used your own savings. Don't just withdraw from our joint account for the house down payment. Emily is your sister, but the gift should have been from both of us as a couple.
What's wrong with using our shared savings? Besides, Emily was overjoyed with our generous gift. Wasn't her smile worth $10,000?
No, it wasn't. I've had enough of your sister complex. Go get that gift back and return that money right now.
What? I think it's wonderful to care for one's sister.
But in your case, Jack, you've gone too far. You're always using our money to spoil your precious Emily. Our money isn't yours alone.
What's wrong with spoiling my cute sister? And don't be ridiculous about asking for the gift back. Are you trying to embarrass me?
You're the one who's wrong for using our savings without consulting me. If you don't want to be embarrassed, use your own money. If you won't get it back, I'll talk to Emily myself. Our gift as a couple will be $1,000 as planned. Anything beyond that should come from your own personal savings.
You can't be serious. Emily would be heartbroken if we take back the gift.
She'll survive. It's not like we're taking everything back. $1,000 is still a generous gift.
But it's already done. We can't just go get it back now.
Watch me. I'm going to talk to Emily right now.
Sarah, please don't do this. You're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable? You're the one who spent our savings without even discussing it with me.
It's my sister's wedding. It's a special occasion.
Every occasion with Emily is special to you. When does it end, Jack?
You're overreacting. It's just money.
Just money? That was our house down payment.
We can save up again. Emily only gets married once.
And what about us? When do we get to use our money for our own future?
We will, I promise. This is a one-time thing.
That's what you always say, and yet here we are again.
Sarah, please. Can we talk about this later? I don't want to ruin Emily's wedding day.
Fine, but remember this conversation isn't over. Emily, thank you for inviting us to your beautiful wedding yesterday. This is really awkward, but could you return the wedding gift we gave you? What? I've never heard of returning a wedding gift. We made a mistake with the amount. Jack took $10,000 from our joint savings account without my knowledge. What's wrong with that? My brother prepared $10,000 for me, didn't he? Don't waste his thoughtfulness. I am absolutely not returning the $10,000 gift. My brother said not to worry about what you say anyway. Oh, Jack. My brother has always loved me the best. Since I was little, he'd do anything I asked. My brother loves doting on me more than anything, and I love my brother for that. So don't interfere, you outsider wife. I think your close relationship is wonderful too, but I don't want to interfere if I can help it. So please don't involve me anymore. Huh? Let me tell you something. Because of Jack's obsession with you, our household finances are in a terrible state. That $10,000 gift came from savings I worked hard to accumulate. Every time you ask Jack for something, our savings dwindle. That's not my problem. If you're short on money, you should just earn more, Sarah. After all, couples are supposed to help each other. If the husband spends money, the wife should earn more to compensate. What did you say? I'm going to keep asking my brother for things. He told me that even though I'm married, I'll always be his little sister. He said I could rely on him for anything, just like before. Emily, it's not how marriage works. Jack has responsibilities to our household now. If you have complaints, why don't you just get divorced? My brother spoiling me is practically his hobby now. A wife who can't understand her husband's hobby of doting on his cute sister has no reason to stick around. Don't say such ridiculous things about divorce all of a sudden. I'm actually quite curious. To be honest, I never liked you. You're always jealous and nagging about how close my brother and I are. Oh, I know. Maybe I should tell my brother to divorce you. He'll definitely listen to me. The sad part is, I can't deny that. Jack would do anything you say. If you don't want my brother to divorce you, then shut up. Don't interfere with my close relationship with my brother. So basically, you're telling me to accept everything silently, no matter how much our savings are used for you. The wife should shut up and accept it, right? My brother loves me more than his wife, you know. That's not something to be proud of, Emily. It's unhealthy. You're just jealous because you don't have such a caring husband. This isn't about jealousy. It's about respect for our marriage and our financial stability. Whatever, just stay out of our business. Your business directly affects my life and my marriage. I can't just ignore it. Try me. I'll make sure Jack chooses me over you any day. This isn't a competition, Emily. We're supposed to be family. Family? You're just an outsider who married into our family. I'm his real family. I can't believe you're saying that. Do you know how toxic that sounds? I don't care. As long as my brother is on my side, nothing else matters. This conversation is going nowhere. I'll talk to Jack again about this. Go ahead, because it won't change anything. Hey, we splurged on a suite room for our honeymoon in Hawaii. It was my first time flying business class, too. It was amazing. That's quite a luxurious honeymoon. I hope you and your husband enjoyed it. Oh, we will enjoy it to the fullest. I can't believe we're having such an extravagant honeymoon. It's all thanks to my brother. I'll enjoy it enough for you two as well. Wait, oh, don't tell me the honeymoon expenses. My brother paid for everything. I just had to ask, and he said it was for his cute little sister. You've got to be kidding me. We weren't actually planning on a honeymoon. That's why we had such a lavish wedding instead. But then I really wanted to go on a honeymoon. When I talked to my brother about it, he said to leave everything to him. This is unbelievable. A suite room and business class flights. How much did all of this cost? I have no idea. My brother just gave me a card and told me to use it as much as I want. I didn't bother checking the prices. Your brother is way too generous. He told you to use the card freely during the trip, too? Yes, he's so generous to his cute little sister and her husband. I just love my brother so much. I can't believe this. His sister complex has reached abnormal levels. Are you sure you don't have some kind of leverage over him? Of course not. My brother just loves me that much. Apparently, he always wanted a little sister, and then I was born more than a decade younger than him. Of course he'd dote on me. The level of doting has gone way past any reasonable limit. To spend this much on his sister's honeymoon? Oh, that reminds me. You and my brother never went on a honeymoon, did you? No, we didn't. Jack said it would be a waste of money. We put that money towards our house down payment instead. Yet he can splurge like this for his beloved sister. Well, I guess that's the difference in our standings. I'm special to my brother. He's so generous, giving me such a luxurious honeymoon. And even his credit card, he's the best. That card isn't your brother's. Be careful using it during your trip. It should be deactivated by now. What do you mean? This is my brother's card. He gave it to me himself. I canceled that card right after he gave it to you. The only credit card your brother has is a supplementary card under my name. Once I canceled it, that card became useless. What? Why does my brother only have your supplementary card? Because he spoiled you too much? Remember when I said his sister complex was ruining our finances? Well, until recently, he was using his own card, but it got forcibly canceled due to late cash advance payments. So I reluctantly gave him a supplementary card under my name. I told him to use cash for most payments and only use the card when absolutely necessary. But I've canceled that card too because I'm divorcing him. What did you say? Remember when you threatened me with divorce? That's when I realized something. I wouldn't be in trouble at all if I divorced this idiot. A stupid husband who keeps using our money recklessly no matter how many times I warn him, and a stupid sister-in-law who takes advantage of that and acts entitled. Cutting ties with people like you would only benefit me, so I've been preparing for divorce since that day. So that's why you canceled the family card? Yes, that's right. First, I changed all the utility bills to be withdrawn from Jack's account. Then I secretly prepared for my life after divorce, and finally, I called the family card I'd given to Jack. Why don't you try using that card to make a purchase? I guarantee it won't work. This is terrible. We were about to enjoy some shopping. We were planning to go to the most famous shopping mall in Hawaii. It's just one card that doesn't work. Can't you use your own cards for shopping? We didn't bring any. We only brought my brother's card. Is that so? Well, don't tell me you don't have any cash either. We don't have anything. My brother said we could use his card as much as we wanted, so we didn't think we needed to bring our own cards or cash. If this card doesn't work, we're in big trouble. Well, that is a problem. This is all your fault. What are you going to do about this? Make this card work right now. That's impossible. Besides, I don't know anything about this either, so it's not my fault. I can't believe he even gave you the family card. If you want to blame someone, blame Jack for giving you a card he couldn't take responsibility for. Anyway, enjoy your honeymoon. How can you be so cruel? We're stranded here without any money. I'm sorry, but that's not my problem anymore. I've made my decision. You can't just leave us like this. We're a family. Family? Didn't you say I was just an outsider? You can't have it both ways, Emily. But what are we supposed to do now? I suggest you contact your parents or friends for help. Or maybe it's time for you to take some responsibility for your own actions. This is so unfair. My brother promised us this honeymoon. Life isn't fair, Emily. It's time you learned that. Your brother can't always save you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? I'm not enjoying anything about this situation, but I am done enabling Jack's irresponsible behavior and your entitlement. Fine, I'll figure something out, but don't think this is over. It is over, Emily. For me, at least. Good luck with everything.
Hey, what's going on here? There's the divorce paper in the living room, and all your stuff is gone. Explain this right now.
The situation speaks for itself, doesn't it? Please, divorce me. I don't want to live with a husband who has a sister complex anymore.
Don't tell me you're still angry about the wedding gift. I'll apologize properly if that's the case. Don't say such stupid things. I'll return all the money I used from our house savings for the gift. I'll pay it back with my next bonus, okay?
Are you getting a bonus even though you were just laid off from your company?
Huh? Laid off? What are you talking about?
It's useless to try and hide it. I already know you lost your job. I took a day off during the week to prepare for the divorce. That's when I saw you sitting dejectedly in the park. I thought you were just taking a lunch break, but I got curious and observed you. You were just spacing out all day. I thought it was strange, so I contacted your company directly.
You contacted the company?
A former colleague told me there was a large-scale layoff at the company, and apparently your name was on that layoff list. But you've been hiding this from me all along, haven't you?
That's right. I couldn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry. I've been hiding it for your sake all this time.
You're misunderstanding something. I'm not angry about the layoff. I'm angry about something else.
Huh?
What I'm angry about is your actions after that. You lost your job, have no income, and can't find a new job. You have to rely on my earnings for a while, right? But even in that situation, you kept lavishing money on Emily. I will never forgive you for that selfishness.
Selfish? That's not... I didn't want to embarrass myself by not being able to give a wedding gift because of the layoff. I didn't want to worry you or Emily.
Don't be ridiculous. You just wanted to look good in front of your precious sister. You even gave Emily the supplementary card under my name. Don't involve me in your attempts to show off.
Huh? How did you find out about the card?
Your irresponsibility makes me sick. You try to look good for your cute sister while pushing all the payments and responsibilities onto me. That's why I'm divorcing you.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for hiding the layoff, for giving away the card, for always spoiling Emily. I'll fix all my bad points. So please don't think about the divorce.
It's too late to reflect now. I've given you many chances and warnings. You wasted all of them. And that's why we're in this situation now. By the way, about the honeymoon expenses Emily used up, you're going to pay for all of that, right? A suite room and business class flights, that must have easily cost over $10,000.
He was that extravagant? I can't pay $10,000 when I'm unemployed.
Just so you know, if you refuse, I'll process it as fraudulent use. I'm prepared to take this as far as necessary.
What the hell? We're family, aren't we? Are you blackmailing me?
We're not family anymore because I'm divorcing you. Besides, I never approved of giving Emily the family card. In other words, my card was used by a stranger without my permission. That's clearly fraudulent use. Well then, please sign the divorce papers and prepare the money for the payment.
Sarah, please. Can we talk about this? I know I messed up, but isn't divorce too extreme?
too extreme? Jack, you've been prioritizing your sister over our marriage for years. This isn't just about the money.
I love you, Sarah. You know that, right? Emily's just my sister.
If you loved me, you would have considered my feelings before making these reckless decisions. You would have discussed major financial decisions with me.
I admit I made mistakes. Can't we work through this? I'll change, I promise.
Jack, I've heard these promises before. Nothing ever changes. You always put Emily first.
It's not true. You're both important to me.
Important enough that you hid your job loss from me, but still spent thousands on Emily's wedding and honeymoon?
I didn't want to disappoint either of you.
But you ended up disappointing me more than you can imagine. Do you know how it feels to find out your husband lost his job from someone else?
I'm sorry, Sarah. I really am. I was scared and didn't know how to tell you.
And yet you had no problem telling Emily about the credit card, did you?
That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
No, you shouldn't have, but you did, and now we're here.
Please, Sarah. Give me one more chance. I'll make it up to you.
How, Jack? How are you going to make up for years of putting your sister first, for lying to me, and for jeopardizing our financial future?
I'll get a new job. I'll cut off Emily if that's what you want. Just, please don't leave me.
It's not about cutting off Emily. It's about respecting me and our marriage, something you have consistently failed to do.
I do respect you, Sarah. I love you.
Love isn't enough, Jack. I need a partner I can trust, someone who will put our family first.
I can be that person. I will be that person. Just give me a chance to prove it.
I've given you chances, Jack, so many chances, and each time you've let me down.
This time will be different, I promise.
Your promises don't mean much to me anymore. Actions speak louder than words, and your actions have shown me where your priorities lie.
What can I do to fix this? Tell me and I'll do it.
It's not that simple. This isn't something you can fix with a gesture or a single action. This is about a pattern of behavior that's been going on for years.
But there must be something. Anything. Can't lose you, Sarah.
Maybe you should have thought about that before. Before you lied to me, before you spent our savings on Emily, before you put her needs above our marriage time and time again.
I never meant to hurt you. Thought I was doing the right thing.
And that's part of the problem, Jack. You didn't even realize how much your actions were hurting me and our relationship.
I understand now. I do. Please, can we at least try counseling before we make any final decisions?
I've made my decision, Jack. I've thought about this long and hard. It wasn't easy, but I know it's the right thing for me.
Sarah, please.
No, Jack, it's over. I need you to respect my decision and sign the divorce papers.
I can't believe this is happening. I never thought we'd end up here.
Neither did I, but here we are.
What about Emily? Have you told her about the card not working?
Yes, I have. She's not happy about it, but that's not my problem anymore.
You left them stranded in Hawaii without any money?
They're adults, Jack. They can figure it out. Maybe this will teach Emily some responsibility.
I can't believe you did that to my sister.
And there you go again. Your first concern is for Emily, not for the fact that our marriage is ending.
That's not fair, Sarah. I'm devastated about our marriage.
Are you? Because it seems like you're more upset about Emily's honeymoon being ruined.
Of course I'm upset about our marriage. But I can't just ignore the fact that my sister is stranded in a foreign country.
And I can't ignore the fact that my husband has consistently put his sister's needs above our marriage. Do you see the problem here?
I don't know what to say.
There's nothing left to say, Jack. Just sign the papers.
Can I at least have some time to think about this?
Take all the time you need, but know that my decision is final. I'll be staying at my parents' house. You can contact my lawyer when you're ready to proceed with the divorce.
Sarah, wait!
Goodbye, Jack. I hope you find happiness. I really do. But I need to find mine too, and I can't do that with you. Please help me. I can't go anywhere or buy anything because the card doesn't work. Just make the card active for a moment. I'll pay back whatever I use when I get back home. No, please don't involve me in your troubles anymore. What do you mean, no? How can you ignore family when they're in trouble? That's terrible. The divorce has been finalized, so we're not a family anymore. Emily, you're just a stranger to me now. What? You've already divorced my brother? So if you're having money troubles, contact your beloved brother. I'm sure he'll help you as always. I don't need you to tell me that. I've already contacted my brother, but he said he couldn't help me anymore. He said he couldn't lend me even a single dollar. Oh, that's right. Jack lost half of his savings in the property division with me during the divorce. Plus, he had to return all the money he recklessly spent on you to me, which further depleted his savings. And after paying for your honeymoon expenses on top of that, Jack's balance is zero. He's unemployed due to the layoff, so he can't help his beloved sister even if he wants to. What? Unemployed? What do you mean? My brother was laid off? You should ask him directly when you get back. Since you can't use the card or anything, you can't enjoy your honeymoon anyway. Why don't you just go back home? Don't be ridiculous! This is our honeymoon! I absolutely refuse to go back so soon. Well then, just keep staring at the Hawaiian Ocean. That's the cheapest way to enjoy Hawaii. You've got to be kidding me. This is supposed to be our honeymoon. I thought we'd be able to indulge in luxury thanks to my brother. I didn't hear anything about this happening. If you have complaints, tell them to your beloved brother. We're divorced. I'm not involved anymore. Well then, enjoy your lovely honeymoon. How can you be so cold? We're stranded here. I'm not being cold, Emily. I am being realistic. Your actions and Jack's have consequences, and it's time you both faced them. But that's not fair. We didn't know about any of this. Life isn't always fair, Emily. Maybe if you and Jack had been more responsible, you wouldn't be in this situation. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Seeing us suffer. I'm not enjoying anyone's suffering, but I'm also not responsible for fixing your problems anymore. What are we supposed to do now? We can't even pay for our hotel. Well, I suggest you contact your parents or perhaps your new husband's family. I'm sure they can help you out. But they don't know about this. It'll be so embarrassing. Welcome to the real world, Emily. Sometimes we have to face embarrassing situations when we make poor choices. This is all your fault. If you hadn't canceled the card... No, Emily, this is the result of your and Jack's actions. You can't blame me for protecting myself financially. I can't believe you're doing this to us after everything. After everything? You mean after you consistently took advantage of your brother, drained our savings, and showed no respect for our marriage? That's not true. I love my brother. Love isn't about taking, Emily. It's about giving, too. Have you ever considered what your demands have cost Jack? He never complained. He was always happy to help me. And that's part of the problem. Neither of you seem to understand the concept of boundaries or financial responsibility. You're just jealous of our close relationship. No, Emily, I am tired of it. Tired of being the only adult in this situation. Tired of watching my husband prioritize his sister over our marriage. Tired of your entitlement. I'm not entitled! Really? Then why did you assume you could go on a luxury honeymoon on someone else's money? Why did you never consider the financial strain you were putting on your brother? I didn't think. Exactly, you didn't think. And now you're facing the consequences of that. So you're really not going to help us? No, I'm not. This is a problem you and your husband need to solve on your own. I can't believe this is happening. Our honeymoon is ruined. I'm sorry you're disappointed, Emily, but maybe this can be a learning experience for you. Learning experience? What's that supposed to mean? It means that sometimes life doesn't go as planned. It means that actions have consequences. It means that it's time for you to start taking responsibility for your own life instead of relying on your brother for everything. But he's my brother. He's supposed to take care of me. He's your brother, not your parent or your bank. He has a life of his own and responsibilities. It's time for you to understand that. I hate you for this. You ruined everything. I haven't ruined anything, Emily. I've simply stopped enabling behavior that was harmful to everyone involved, including you. How is this not harmful? We're stuck in Hawaii with no money. And whose fault is that? Who decided to go on a luxury honeymoon without bringing any of their own money or cards? But Jack said it would be fine. And you didn't think to question that? To maybe bring some backup funds just in case? I trusted my brother. Trust is good, Emily, but blind trust, especially when it comes to finances, is foolish. This is a hard lesson, but an important one. So that's it? You're just going to leave us out here? You're not abandoned, Emily. You have resources. Use them. Call your parents. Call your husband's family. Call the embassy if you have to. But it's time for you to solve your own problems. I don't know how. Then this is your chance to learn. Goodbye, Emily. I truly hope you can use this experience to grow and become more independent. Wait, Sarah! Take care, Emily. This is the last time we'll be speaking. Good luck with everything. Sarah, please don't hang up. I'm sorry. Emily, I appreciate the apology, but it doesn't change anything. But I mean it. I've been thinking about what you said, and you're right. I've been selfish. It's good that you're realizing this, Emily, but it doesn't undo the damage that's been done. I know, but please, can you give me at least some advice on what to do now? Okay, Emily, here's what you need to do. First, contact the hotel management and explain your situation. They might be able to work out a payment plan or at least give you some time to arrange funds. Okay, I can do that. What else? Next, call your parents or your husband's parents. Be honest about the situation and ask for help. It might be embarrassing, but it's necessary. I'm scared to tell them. They'll be so disappointed. They probably will be, but they're your family. They'll want to help you. You're right. I'll call them. Is there anything else? Yes. Once you're back home, you need to have a serious talk with Jack about boundaries and financial responsibility. I will. I promise. Sarah, I'm sorry for how I've treated you all these years. I appreciate that, Emily, but you need to understand that an apology doesn't fix everything. I know, but I want to make things right. Is there any way we can... Emily, I'm glad you're starting to understand the gravity of the situation, but my decision about the divorce is final. Jack and I are over. But if I change, if I stop relying on Jack so much... It's not just about you, Emily. It's about Jack's behavior. His lies, his misplaced priorities. Our marriage has been broken for a long time. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Thank you for your apology. I hope you understand now why things had to end this way. I do. I really do. I've been so blind. Well, recognizing that is the first step. Now you need to take action to change. I will. I promise I'll do better. Good. I hope you do, Emily. Not for me, but for yourself and for your own marriage. My marriage? Oh God, I haven't even thought about how this affects my husband. Well, that's something you'll need to address too. Your relationship with Jack has probably impacted your marriage more than you realize. You're right. I have a lot to think about. Yes, you do, and a lot of work ahead of you. Sarah, thank you for everything. Even though I didn't appreciate it before, you've always been the voice of reason. You're welcome, Emily. I hope you can learn and grow from this experience. I will. And Sarah, I'm truly sorry for everything. I believe you, Emily. Good luck with everything. Thank you. Goodbye, Sarah. Goodbye, Emily.
Sarah, are you there?
Yes, Jack, what is it?
I just want to let you know that I've signed the divorce papers.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
I've also arranged for the repayment of Emily's honeymoon expenses. It'll take some time, but I'll pay you back every cent.
That's good to hear, Jack. I appreciate you taking responsibility.
I've been doing a lot of thinking since our last conversation.
Oh?
Yes. I realize how unfair I've been to you all these years. Always putting Emily first, neglecting our marriage.
It's good that you're realizing this, Jack, but you understand it's too late for us, right?
I know. I'm not trying to change your mind about the divorce. I want you to know that I understand now. And I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jack. That means a lot to me.
I've also talked to Emily. We've agreed that things need to change between us.
That's good. It's important for both of you to establish healthier boundaries.
You were right all along, Sarah. About everything. I was too blind to see it.
I'm glad you see it now, Jack. It's important for your future relationships.
I don't think I'll be looking for any relationships for a while. I need to work on myself first.
That's a mature decision, Jack. I think it'll be good for you.
Sarah, I know it doesn't change anything, but I want you to know how sorry I am. For everything.
I appreciate that, Jack. I really do. And I hope you can learn and grow from this experience.
I will. I promise. And Sarah?
Yes?
Thank you. For everything. Tried to make me a better person for years. I was too stubborn to listen. But I'm listening now.
That's good to hear, Jack. I hope you can become the person you want to be.
I'll try my best. Goodbye, Sarah. Take care of yourself.
You too, Jack. Goodbye. Apparently, Emily and her husband's honeymoon ended up being just staring at the ocean. Because of that, the atmosphere between them became quite tense. I heard they even ended up divorcing at the airport on their way back. This is what you call a real honeymoon divorce. As for my ex-husband Jack, he seems to have moved back to his parents' house after the divorce. But because of the ridiculous reason for the divorce, neither his friends nor his parents are taking his side. What's more, every time he meets Emily, they get into a huge fight, with her saying, "It's your fault for spoiling me too much," and him retorting, "You said I could indulge you as much as I wanted." The once famous close sibling relationship in the neighborhood has completely disappeared.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Okay, Dee, you really need to just give it a rest already. This is getting ridiculous. I seriously can't believe that you gave me another fake time. Oh, hello, Bridget. I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about at all. But I just can't believe that you would show up late to your own brother's birthday party and then try and blame it all on me. You can't be serious with that nonsense, right? And to think that you were just working late this whole time. I know that you're proud of working for that huge company, but you can't just miss out on big family events like that. It's no wonder you're the age that you are and still don't have a boyfriend. None of this has anything to do at all with my relationship status, thank you very much. And I would appreciate it if you stopped playing dumb with me. I was only late because you told me the party started an hour later than it really did. It's all your fault that I showed up too late to enjoy dinner with you guys. I really wanted to be there to help my brother celebrate his birthday, and thanks to you, I wasn't. There you go, trying to pin the blame on me again. But you really shouldn't make up lies about other people just to get out of trouble. If you're looking for someone to blame, you should go find a mirror and look at it. Do you do the same thing at work? If you make a mistake, do you just blame the people you have working under you? Of course, I don't do anything like that at all. And that has nothing to do with what we're talking about now. Ugh, I'm so fed up with how you treat me. Don't ever lie to me again. You won't like what happens if you do.
Hey sis, I just wanted to tell you how grateful I was that you made it to my party yesterday. I know that you have a really busy schedule and all. And I really loved your present, so thanks for that too.
Hey, Tommy, I'm really glad that you liked your gift. And I just want to say how sorry I am that I was so late to the party.
Oh, you know you don't need to apologize for that. I just really can't believe that Dee gave you the wrong time again. I'm really sorry about that. I've told her time and time again to knock it off, but she just doesn't listen.
I understand. I thought we already talked about this at the last family dinner when I said that I was tired of showing up late to everything when it wasn't my fault. I thought that would have been the end of it, but then, the day before your party, I got a message from Mom and Dad saying that the time had changed.
You mean that it was our parents who told you that the time had changed?
Well, that's the thing. I asked them about that, and they said that they never told me anything about any time change. So I think that Dee had something to do with it. Maybe she got a hold of one of their phones and sent the message.
Actually, now that you mention that, Dee has been trying to teach Mom and Dad how to use their smartphones. She's been doing things like helping them install apps and adjust their settings. So maybe she also knows how to get into their phones too. And from there, it'd be easy for her to impersonate them if she wanted to.
I don't really have any proof that she was doing this, of course, but I do have a strong hunch that it was her. But I just can't believe that she would go that far just to try and fool about what time your party started. Doesn't she realize how cruel it is to do something like that? Ever since she found out where I worked, she really seems to have it out for me.
I really can't apologize enough for her, sis. I think you might be right about Dee being jealous of you. But you should know that you didn't do anything wrong and have nothing to apologize for.
But what am I supposed to do about her being jealous?
Well, I did tell you that it was probably best if we just kept any details about your job a secret from her. Remember? The thing is that Dee actually had a really hard time finding a job.
Oh, you mean that Dee doesn't even work?
She spent so long searching for one, but nobody ever calls her back. And that's why she ended up going back to school, but I don't know how much luck it's giving her on the job market.
I had no idea that she was having trouble finding work.
Well, it's true. So I think she's kind of developed a complex about other people who have good jobs. But really, I think she's just been sabotaging herself the whole time.
What makes you say that?
I guess she thought that the market was just full of open jobs and that she would be able to get hired anywhere. And I also think that she was hoping to ask her teachers to give her recommendation letters that would just let her waltz into any job she wanted, even though that's not how it works. So I really don't think that she's been as serious about the process as she could be. Even after she graduated, she still couldn't find a job and has mostly given up on the whole process, I think.
Well, you were right about it being a mess of her own making, that's for sure. But still, that doesn't mean that she can take out her frustrations out on me. I mean, it's not my fault that she doesn't have a job.
I know, you're right about that. But the thing is that Dee has always wanted to work for the company that you do. And so I guess that in her mind, she just sees you looking down on her by your mere existence. It just reminds her of her failure, you know?
She wants to work at the same place that I do? I had no idea about that.
Yeah. But even when she tried applying for much smaller companies, they all rejected her. I thought that she was mostly over it, but then we got married and she learned that her new sister-in-law, you, was working her dream job. Anyway, that's pretty much why she's been jealous of you.
That clears up a lot, but it still isn't right for her to take out that frustration on me. I mean, I don't have anything to do with this at all.
I know that she's really mean to you every time you guys interact, but aside from that, she's a really sweet girl. And both our parents really like her too. Everyone gets along well at home.
Okay, well, I guess I understand how I might be contributing to this weird complex of hers. But lately, she's even been making fun of me for being single. I think she's just finding any excuse to try and drag me down to her level so that she can feel better about herself.
I'm really sorry that you've gotten sucked into all this, Bridget. But I really think all this is going to blow over with time, you know?
Okay, well, at least I understand the whole situation a bit better. But I just want you to know that I have my limits when it comes to being treated like this. And if she doesn't change her attitude soon, I really don't know if I can be there at your wedding. I really do want to be there, but I won't feel much like celebrating if I know how I'm going to be treated from then on.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Well, it really makes me sad to hear that. You know that I've tried talking to Dee about this over and over again. But I guess I'll try and explain it to her again.
Hey, Bridget, what are you up to today? Wait, let me guess. You're really busy with work, and since you're single, you're going into the office even though it's the weekend, right?
Actually, since it's the weekend, I have the day off. In fact, I was actually headed over to hang out with my parents and Tommy. But I guess they all had plans or something, so now I'm just kind of killing time at their house.
You're just killing time at your parents' house all alone? You really are maybe the most single person that I've ever met.
Sorry, Dee, is there something that I can help you with? I'm not quite sure what your point was in messaging me like this.
Well, actually, if you must know, I'm messaging you because I have something very important that I want to talk about. It's about Tommy and I's wedding, you see. You know how on the invitation it said the wedding was going to be next Saturday?
Yeah, I have it in my calendar as that. Why do you ask?
Well, I pulled a little prank on you and sent you a fake invitation.
Sorry, a fake invitation? What does that mean exactly?
I mean that Tommy and I's wedding isn't next weekend, it's actually today!
Excuse me? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke? You lie to me again, Dee?
That's right! And you are the only one who isn't going to show up! I tried telling Tommy and your parents that I didn't want you there at all, but they both insisted that it was important that you were there. So, I just came up with a little plan to make sure that you stayed out of the picture.
And you did that by sending me a wedding invitation that had the wrong date on it? Do you really hate me so much that you would do something like that?
Well, since I've already gone and done it, I think that you have your answer. But it's only because you're always rubbing your fancy job in my face. I can't stand women who are always trying to peacock for attention. Obviously, women aren't even meant to work. It's better if they all just got married, had kids, and stayed in the house.
When did I ever rub my job in your face, Dee?
What are you talking about? You're always doing it all the time. You show up to the house wearing fancy business clothes and you're talking about how busy your schedule and stuff like that. Not to mention you're always carrying around that fancy briefcase. You don't think I realize that you're doing this all to try and make me feel bad about myself?
I'm really not doing anything like that at all. Those are all just things that come with the job that I do, but it has nothing to do with you. It's all for my sake that I bought those things.
Oh, just give it a rest already, would you? Do you really think that I'm going to believe that? I know that you're always making fun of me because you think I'll never be able to do what you do. You must really think I'm some kind of idiot, huh? But I'm not the idiot. You are.
What did you just call me?
I mean, you traded your love life for your career, and now you're so lonely. Unlike you, I'm using my youth to make sure that I can find a good marriage partner. But with how much you've put into your career, it's obvious that no one would ever want to be with you.
Dee, you have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Of course I do. I mean, you were so stupid that you even fell for my fake invitation. And man, it is going to be a really great wedding too.
No, I mean you have no idea what you're talking about because Tommy is here in the house, sleeping right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean my new husband is sleeping in the house you're in? We're all at our wedding. That doesn't make any sense.
Anyways, are we done here? I was kind of just about to watch some Netflix and you're distracting me.
Hold on just 1 second. I want to know what you mean when you said that Tommy is at the house with you right now. That doesn't make any sense. Are you just trying to fake me out or something?
No, unlike you, I'm not a liar. He is literally passed out on the living room sofa. I'm staring at him now.
But how? Why? What? We're getting married today. I thought that he was just getting ready. I thought he already arrived at the venue. Why is he at the house sleeping?
Sorry to break it to you, Dee, but you and I aren't getting married. That's why I was sleeping on the couch and not wearing my tuxedo. There is no way I could marry someone like you.
Hold on a second. Is this Tommy?
I arrived at my parents' house last night, but must have fallen asleep watching TV. Anyway, I don't have any plans to get up off the couch soon, if that's what you're wondering.
Whoa! Just what the heck is going on here? What do you mean that we're not getting married? I thought that's what we were doing today.
Yeah, but now we're not. Which reminds me, since we already did the civil service, you and I need to file for divorce. So, yeah, let's get on that soon.
You want a divorce as well? But why? We were supposed to be having our wedding today. I don't understand. Did I do something wrong?
Well, yes, actually. You did something very wrong. You sent my sister an invitation to the wedding with the wrong date on purpose.
But and?
Well, how many times have we talked about this? I told you that you need to get over yourself and quit taking out your frustrations on my sister. This isn't the first time that you've lied to her like this, but I really never imagined that you were taking things this far. Anyways, I'm just fed up with you now.
Wait, no, please! You're not seriously canceling the wedding, are you? The whole fake invitation thing was just a joke, you know? I really didn't think that your sister was going to get fooled by it.
That's your idea of a joke? Well, I don't think it was very funny.
But it really was.
Well, then you and I are just two different people, and that's why I want a divorce.
Wait, Tommy, don't do this! Can't we just calm down and talk about this?
Oh, I'm very calm. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so maybe I took things just a little too far. But still, our wedding is today! Our parents and family are here, even our friends! You can't just cancel it all! What will everyone think? And you can't honestly want a divorce, right? Let's just do this wedding like we planned and figure this out later.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I actually canceled everything we had planned about a month ago.
You canceled our wedding plans a month ago and never told me?
Yep, and explained it to both of our parents, so don't worry. I told all our relatives and friends not to show up to it either. So if that's what you're worried about, it's already been taken care of.
You mean that everyone but me knew that our wedding has been canceled for the past month?
I told you over and over again to quit bullying my sister, didn't I? But I thought that you might have pulled something like this. So after we sent out the invitations, I reached out to Bridget to make sure she had all the details right.
You did? But I had no idea that you did that!
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. But that's when I found out that you really did give her a fake invitation. And that's when I knew that things between you and I were never going to work out. So I am very, very serious about the divorce.
No, I can't believe this. This was coming for a whole month and I never saw it coming at all. even though I was looking forward to it for so long. I barely got any sleep last night. I was so excited.
Well, I guess this means that you finally got a taste of your own medicine. How's it feel?
It feels awful. It's the worst feeling in the world. I can't believe that you would do this to me. It's so cruel.
Yeah, I suppose it was mean of me, wasn't it? I guess that means we should divorce then, right? Anyways, you should know that I'm on my way to the venue to pick you up now. And then we're going to a restaurant where both of our parents are waiting to discuss the divorce.
Both sets of our parents are there?
Yeah, I figured it was good if there were a few outside parties there to help smooth the discussions. So, we're going to sit down and talk about this. And then you're going to sign the divorce papers, and this is going to be over.
Wait, no! I don't want to get divorced! Please, I'm so sorry for everything that I've done! She has to forgive me!
No, you had your chance to apologize a long time ago. We warned you to stop what you were doing over and over again, and you just wouldn't listen. You need to stop blaming everyone else for your problems and take responsibility for your actions.
This is all your fault! He's really going to divorce me because of you. Do you know that? I was the last of my friends to get married, and now I have nothing to show for all the time that Tommy and I were together. You have to fix this, you horrible woman!
Oh, grow up already, would you? This is all your fault, and you know it. Don't even try to pin this on me.
Just shut up already! It's all your fault, and you need to admit it! You think that just because you have a nice job and make good money from that huge company that you can treat people like this? All I did was pull a little prank, and you've gone and ruined my life!
So you're really going to try and blame me for this, then? You are just like some spoiled toddler making your problem everyone else's.
It is all your fault! I'm going to get you fired over this. I'll make you lose everything, just like you did to me!
Oh, really? You think that's going to go well for you?
That's right! I just arrived to your office, and I'm still in my wedding gown! I am going to tell everyone I see what a horrible person you are, and how you ruined my wedding and my marriage! Then no one will ever want to give you a job ever again!
I'm really sorry to break this to you, but I don't think that's going to go how you think it will. Mostly because I've already quit that job and started my own business.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did it last week actually. That's why I went to my parents' place last week, in fact, to tell everyone the big news.
Are you kidding me? You really started your own business?
Well, I'm still the only employee, so maybe I'm jumping the gun, but... Either way, you're not going to accomplish anything by causing a scene at my old work. In fact, I think a few of your friends work there as well. Do you really want them to see you like that?
Hold on a second. I have friends who work there too?
Yeah, some friends that I guess you and Tommy used to know from college. Like, there's Irene, who just started last year.
I don't believe it! I had no idea I know other people who were working there! But this means that I finally have a way into that company?
Well, I say friend, but I really don't think she wants anything to do with you anymore.
What is that supposed to mean?
I guess she just got sick of how you were lording your marriage over her all the time and making fun of her for choosing her career. She said that you were always trying to brag to her and make her feel bad for wanting to work.
Wait, no! You aren't serious, right?
So anyways, I don't know if you really want to be showing up to her workplace screaming about how quickly your marriage fell apart. Wouldn't be a really good look for you, I don't think.
No! How did this happen? This wasn't how things were supposed to go!
Apparently, Dee had just walked into my old place of work as we were sending those last messages. I heard from old coworkers of mine that a woman showed up in a wedding dress and was typing furiously on her phone. But then, all of a sudden, her face turned bright red and she ran out of there. Although, the pictures that people took of her quickly made their way to Irene, who shared the photos with the rest of her old college friends. And then, all her married friends and all her working friends all had a good long laugh at Dee's expense. They all agreed that Dee was too much trouble to be worth staying friends with and used this as a chance to stop talking to her. Dee ran away to live with her parents, where she quietly began looking for work again. The only problem was that she insisted on finding the perfect job and still hasn't learned that those don't exist. She's been living with her parents for a month already and still isn't working. It's only a matter of time until they lose patience with her, though.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey Tyler, what are we doing for Zoe's first grade photos?
Huh? Photos?
They sent the form home from school yesterday. I thought I left it on the kitchen counter. Didn't you see it?
No, I didn't look at it. I forgot to check when I got home.
Okay, but please don't forget about this. It's really important for Zoe, and she's been looking forward to it for weeks. We promised to get them taken on your next day off, remember? They're even having a special promotion now where she can try different outfits. Which ones should we choose?
We don't need any other outfits. It's a waste of money. Just dress her in a simple dress and it'll be enough.
But Zoe was so excited about the princess dress option. She kept talking about it all evening.
She can play dress up at home.
Come on, let's get some other photos too. The outfits are cheaper during the promotion.
I said we don't need them. Actually, maybe we don't need the photos at all.
What? Tyler, these are important memories for her. All her classmates are getting them done.
Have you already made the appointment? Just cancel it. It's too much hassle.
The school actually reserves spots for all the students. We just need to confirm our time.
Well, then let the school know that we don't need her pictures taken.
What are you saying? These are her first grade photos. Isn't it cruel to do nothing? She'll miss out. Besides, don't you want to see Zoe in her cute uniform?
Not at all, because she's not cute at all.
What? Are you serious right now?
If only her eyes were a little bigger and she didn't have those freakishly big ears, she might have turned out a little cuter. Then I might have paid for the photos. But our daughter has small eyes and those weird ears, and to top it all off, she's bigger than the other kids. She's like a whale in comparison to her friends. We don't need photos of an ugly kid like that.
She's only 7 years old. How can you talk about your daughter like that? Don't call her ugly. What kind of father says that?
Even if you say it's horrible, it's just fact. If you really want photos that badly, pay for them yourself. I won't spend a penny from our household budget.
Excuse me? This isn't about the money, is it? You've been acting strange for months now.
Also, I might have to work during my next day off, so I can't come. If you want to take pictures, then you handle it alone.
You promised Zoe last week you'd be there.
Well, I can't anymore.
You're lying, right? You won't even be in your daughter's first grade photos?
Can't help it if I have to work.
You've never missed any important events before. What changed?
It's gotten busier at work.
Using work as an excuse again. What's wrong with you lately? You come home late, you don't spend time with Zoe on weekends, and you seem completely uninterested in her.
I'm tired from work, okay? I'm working hard to support two ugly people. Don't give me grief about it.
Two ugly people?
Yeah, if only my wife and daughter were prettier, then I'd be more motivated to work. Well, I'll be home late again today because of work, so put Zoe to bed for me.
She asked about you at dinner again yesterday. She misses you.
I'll be working late all week. Don't wait up.
At least text her goodnight yourself.
Too busy. Handle it yourself.
This is Amy's phone number, right? You're Tyler's wife? Yeah, this is Amy. Who are you? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Michelle, Tyler's friend. Hasn't he told you about me? Come to think of it, I might have heard about a childhood friend with that name. But why is Tyler's childhood friend suddenly contacting me? Well, I feel like I've been borrowing Tyler too much lately, and I felt bad for his wife having to spend so much time alone because of it. Sorry for always calling him out suddenly. What? What do you mean by borrowing? Recently, Tyler's been coming to my place almost every night. And yesterday, he even came with me to my daughter's first grade photo shoot. I'm really sorry for taking up his day off. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Tyler goes to your place every night? And he was with you for your daughter's first grade photos? Yesterday? But he said he was working overtime. Oh, he hasn't told you anything. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I assumed he told you since we've been spending so much time together. Tyler hasn't told me anything. Please explain what's going on. I'm actually a single mom who moved back here after my divorce. I've been raising my 7-year-old daughter alone, but being a single mom is tough, so Tyler's been helping me out. Helping out? When I work late, he babysits my daughter, and he even cooks dinner for us. It's such a huge help. Tyler cooks dinner? He never helps with housework at home. Oh, that's surprising. He's so attentive here. He even comes to parent-teacher meetings with me. All the other kids have both parents there, so it's uncomfortable being a single mom. He really helps by playing the role of father. Thanks to him, my daughter has really gotten attached to him. Since when has this been going on? A few months now. Your husband is such a natural father figure. So, as an extension of playing father, he went to the first grade photos too? Originally, I wasn't planning to do photos since I couldn't afford it. But my daughter kept insisting she wanted pictures of her wearing a princess dress with Tyler. He even paid for all the photography fees. It was such a great help. He's so generous. He paid? With what money? From his pay, I think. We got the deluxe package with all the costume changes. You've got to be kidding. He wouldn't even be in photos with our daughter, and he told us to cancel because it was a waste of money. Oh, I've heard about that. Your daughter Zoe, right? I've seen her photos, and she's really not cute at all. You've seen photos of my daughter? Tyler shows me sometimes when he complains. What? Tyler often complains about it, says he can't love his daughter because she's too ugly. I've seen your photos too, Amy, and you're on the uglier side. Tyler's quite good looking, so it's a shame your daughter took after her ugly mother. Excuse me? No offense meant, just repeating what Tyler says. You have no right to talk about my daughter like that. Adults can hide it with makeup, but kids, well, though maybe there's still a tiny chance she'll grow up to be pretty. Maybe she'll grow into someone Tyler can love, like my daughter. What did you say? My daughter really brightens up Tyler's day. He says it's healing to spend time with a sweet child like her. Is that why he's been avoiding coming home? Well, I just wanted to thank you today for letting me borrow Tyler. I'll probably keep borrowing him in the future, so I hope this helped you understand why.
There won't be any borrowing anymore. Stop contacting my husband.
That's not really up to you, is it? Tyler chooses where he wants to be. I should go now. Tyler's coming over for dinner again tonight.
Amy, please divorce me. I've already signed the divorce papers.
What?
I had my lawyer prepare everything, just need your signature.
What on earth are you talking about?
I know this is pretty shocking, but I can't take it anymore. Even though I'm her father, I can't find our daughter Zoe cute at all. I hate myself for it, and I think it's better for her if I'm not around.
How could you?
I've tried so hard this past year. I tried to find something cute about Zoe, but I couldn't find anything. My daughter is ugly no matter how you look at her.
What did you say?
Whether she's crying or laughing, all I see is how ugly she is. To be honest, these past few weeks, just being in the same house as you guys is really bringing me down. That's why divorce is the only option for all of us.
I'm really torn by all of this, but I knew this would happen eventually. Tyler, you've been coming home later and later, clearly avoiding Zoe and me. I could tell you didn't love our daughter.
Then this should be easy. Please, free me from living with you ugly people. You'll divorce me, right?
Yes, I'll give you the divorce you want. In fact, we have to divorce for Zoe's sake. Having a father who constantly mocks his own daughter is ugly. It's cruel to let her grow up in such a toxic environment.
Oh, since we both agree, the divorce is settled. You two uglies can live happily together.
Fine. Bye.
I won't pay any child support.
What?
Don't act so surprised. You know how I feel about this. There's no value in paying child support for an ugly daughter. It's just how the world works. Pretty girls get treated to dates, while ugly girls always have to split the bill. Same thing here. Ugly kids don't get child support. I don't want to pay a single dime.
She's still your daughter. This isn't about looks.
Everything's about looks.
You're the worst excuse for a father. But whatever, someone who abandons their daughter so easily probably won't pay no matter what I say.
Glad you understand so quickly. Makes this easier.
Yeah, if you're not going to pay up, then I'll just have to get it from your mistress instead.
Huh?
You heard me.
What mistress?
I don't care who pays. Money is money. I'll have my lawyer start preparing the claim right away.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you mean claim from my mistress? Do you actually think I have a mistress? I'm not asking for divorce because I have someone else.
Playing dumb now? You didn't think I knew? I've known about you two for a year. You're definitely having an affair with your childhood friend, Michelle.
What? How do you know about that? I never even told you her name.
She kindly introduced herself to me.
What?
A year ago, Michelle contacted me directly. She sent this condescending message apologizing for borrowing my husband. After that, you started coming home even later, which was pretty suspicious. So I've been gathering evidence about you two for the past year.
You've been spying on me? For a whole year?
Private investigators are expensive, and I wanted to save money for life as a single mom. But in a year, even an amateur can gather plenty of evidence. I have photos and videos of your affair.
You're bluffing!
Want me to send them to you? And I heard Michelle just had a baby. Apparently, you're the father.
No way! You know about that too?
Congratulations on your new family.
You seem to love that child a lot. The real reason for the divorce is that you want to raise that child with Michelle, right? You're just using our ugliness as an excuse to selfishly abandon me and Zoe so you can live with Michelle and her children.
Shut up! So what if that's true? Anyone would choose the cute child over the ugly one?
What?
Shut up! It's all your fault anyway! It's your fault for giving birth to an ugly kid! It's your fault for having ugly DNA! I did nothing wrong!
Wow, now that everything's exposed, you're throwing a tantrum. Betraying your wife and daughter. Trying to dodge child support. I never knew you were this horrible. You're a horrible excuse for a father.
Fine, I'll pay child support if that's what you want, but at ugly person rates. $50 a month. You should be grateful I'm paying this much for an ugly kid.
Hi, Amy. I heard from Tyler that you've been investigating us for a year. That's so creepy. If you wanted to know, you could have just asked. No need to sneak around. That's rich coming from someone who's been sneaking around with my husband, invading a family and leaving your dirty markings all over the place. You're like a rat. No, a cockroach. What? Are you calling me a cockroach? You're just jealous because Tyler chose me. You should really understand what you've done since you don't seem to grasp it at all. What's your problem? You're so annoying for an ugly woman. Ugly women are always so bitter about everything. No wonder Tyler wanted to escape. I'll throw those words right back at you. Even if you're pretty on the outside, you're the ugliest person I've ever met on the inside. A true cockroach woman. Having a secret baby with your ex while pretending it's Tyler's? I've never seen someone with such an ugly personality. What? You don't know what you're talking about. That baby born last month isn't Tyler's, is it? How do you know that? You're making things up. After sneaking around for a year, of course I know this much. I also know the real father is your ex-husband. You can't prove anything. The one who's addicted to gambling, the one who spent all your living expenses on it. That's why you divorced, but recently you've been getting back together. Even if he's the worst, when you have a type, it's hard to stop loving them, I guess. You really know everything. I do. I know that you wanted to remarry him after getting pregnant, but you were worried about money. So you made a plan with him to trick Tyler into being the father. You planned to dump all the living expenses and child support on Tyler while secretly meeting your ex. What a brilliantly terrible plan from the cockroach couple. Stop calling us cockroaches. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Amy, have you told Tyler about this? Not yet. Please, I'm begging you, don't tell Tyler. I'll do anything. Just keep this secret. Anything? Will you absolutely keep your word? What do you want from me? Actually, I need your help with something. Tyler is only offering $50 a month in child support. And I want to do something about that. If you help me with this, I'll keep your secret. Help how? I want you to help convince Tyler, at least get him to pay the standard amount of child support. Even a cockroach woman like you is a parent. You understand how hard it is to raise a child and how important child support is. That's why you're desperately trying to trick Tyler right now. Stop with the cockroach comments. Are you going to help me or not? Fine, I'll help. I'll convince Tyler somehow. But you have to keep the paternity secret from him. Deal, but if you go back on your word, I'll talk to him tonight, I promise. Wow, Tyler, what's with the sudden change? I can't believe you sent me such a large amount of money. Is this really Zoe's child support?
Thank Michelle. She begged me to do it. She said as a single mom, she understands how tough it is and that even ugly women deserve proper child support. She's such a good person showing mercy to someone like you.
Yes, she really keeps her promises. What a wonderful person.
Huh? Promises?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, I hope you'll be happy with Michelle. Build a wonderful family with her.
Of course I will. Having a cute wife and daughter waiting at home is the best. It really motivates me to work harder. Wait a minute.
Huh? What's wrong?
Something's off at Michelle's place.
What's up?
Well, I happen to have a meeting near home today. I thought I'd have lunch with Michelle at home. I'm in front of the house now, but I hear a man's voice inside.
Oh?
This can't be what I think it is. Hey! I quietly opened the front door and there's men's shoes there. And I can hear them talking. It sounds like they're really intimate. What do you think this means?
I can imagine what's happening, but I'm just your ex-wife now. A stranger. I don't want to get involved. Good luck with whatever truth you find.
This is the worst! That Michelle, she was cheating! The baby isn't even mine! She got back together with her ex-husband!
Oh my, what a shocking revelation. You must be so upset.
After that, I hid and listened to their conversation. They were talking about how their paternity trick succeeded and everything. I couldn't take it anymore, so I burst in and confronted them. They confessed everything.
So, they admitted to the whole paternity scheme.
I've been played this whole time! What the hell is this? She said it was my baby. She said the baby was so cute because it was ours. There's nothing to me in that kid at all.
Now, calm down. The baby is still cute regardless of who the father is. You can still love them just like before.
Are you mocking me? How could I do that? Damn it, I even got divorced from you for this. I'm coming back home now. Let me in.
Excuse me?
Please, Amy, I made a mistake. Even though Zoe is ugly and not cute, she's still way better than another man's kid. I'll give our relationship another chance, so let me come home.
You still can't stop insulting our daughter, even now? Are you kidding me? I'll never let you see our daughter again. And I'm not getting back together with you. I've already moved, and I'll never tell you where we live.
What? You can't do this to me!
Thanks for paying all that child support up front. Now I never have to see you again.
Wait a minute, you really won't get back together with me? Being a single mom must be hard!
Not as hard as watching my daughter's self-esteem be destroyed by her father. Living with a father who calls his daughter ugly would be hell. Compared to that, life as a single mom with my daughter is heaven.
What? At least let me see Zoe sometimes.
Well, that's that. Take care. Thanks again for the lump sum child support payment.
Amy, please!
Don't contact this number again. Later, Tyler went after Michelle, demanding she take responsibility for making him lose both his child and wife through marriage fraud. But she kicked him out of her apartment, yelling, "Shut up, it's your fault for being stupid enough to get tricked. I'm getting back together with my ex." However, Michelle's victory didn't last long. Her ex-husband quickly dumped her, saying, "Ha! No way I'm remarrying you! I've got no money!" Now Michelle is desperately trying to get back together with Tyler, making the situation even more chaotic. That's where things stand now.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.